I am going to start out by pulling cards this morning. This morning. It's nighttime. I have 2 decks, Wisdom Shaman cards and Vision Quest cards, and these are the only 2 tarot decks that I have. I've gifted almost all of my stuff away, kind of just starting fresh. More new shamanic energy. I went through training for about 7 or 8 months, and then we had a Vision Quest weekend, so kind of altogether is almost 9 months. So my wavelength is a blend between astral and shamanic, and that's just what it is. When I'm doing a shamanic healing session, it is definitely the high vibrational realm, the pure vibration, and then my daily kind of life, it's just definitely more psychic and intuitive energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask anyone who is watching this to pick a number between 1 and 6. And I'm going to pull a card for each number, and I'm going to see what I pick up, and also maybe read a little bit from the book, and maybe do an crystal associated with that energy that might help. If you're into crystals, or if you need to get any crystals, and then that might help around that energy. Okay, so I'm gonna pick. So hopefully you already picked your number, because I'm pulling cards now. So there's gonna be a card for 1, and okay, I'll keep picking. So then I'll do 2. I'll do 3. Do 4. 5. And 6. Okay. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. First one. I feel Chalcedony. It is the father of air upside down. Whew. It's almost like he's looking at me, calling me out on something. Like, you got things to do, and maybe you haven't been doing them. And it's like you kind of know better. So the father of air, as an outward manifestation, is now use your intelligence to consciously pursue some genuine, fulfilling goals. You have the verbal skills and mental sharpness to get what you want, but it is no longer enough to outwit others for your own gain. You are ready to employ your considerable mental powers prowess. In a more conscious and respectful manner. Your passionate desire to do what is good and right for all will be gratefully acknowledged by those who grudgingly admire you. So definitely is saying you have everything you need to start working on something that you know you need to start working on, which doesn't need to involve other people, and you don't need to be sneaky, and you got to use your mental energy and intelligence to work towards this goal, and do it in the right way. Do it in the correct, moral, high road, virtuous way. So this will be for number 2. So number 2, we got 9 of air reversed. Has an owl and owl feathers and a moon in the background in the wilderness at night, and it says hurt at the bottom. So it almost is telling me like you're getting over some hurt. Oh, and the crystal. Oh, crystal is gonna be, this is Orlite or Super 7. Orlite 23. It's almost like you're getting over some hurt, and it's something that really stuck with you or that affected you very deeply. But it's in the past, of course, and there's some deep wisdom that needs to be shared here from the owl. You are responsible for what you make of your life. No childhood pain, however severe, can still be used as an excuse not to be kind and forgiving today. Investigate the real source of your guilt feelings. Your work and your relationships can blossom only if you accept yourself exactly who you are right now. Okay, so no more holding on to what has caused you hurt and pain, and ultimately you are responsible for making choices and changes that will lead to more changes and growth and healing, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others, even if you're hurting deeply inside. That kind of energy just starts to push through you and project out eventually. So yeah, and then it's just after you've investigated a little bit more on the root causes, that's when the work can start happening and relationships can start blossoming, even if it's a relationship with yourself. So number 3 is the big medicine wheel. Number 21, I think it correlates with the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot deck. So let's look at the major arcana. Oh, not Wheel of Fortune. What's the world card? So, the new dimension, creation, new paradigm, transmutation, global consciousness, individual awareness, altruism, openness, sharing, recognizing, and assuming your rightful place in life. It's a long one. In the center of the big medicine wheel, planet Earth is seen spinning, crowned by a snake that symbolizes the mystical power of creation to constantly transmute and reinvent itself by taking countless forms. The mountain lion is known as a symbol of spiritual guidance, physical prowess, and the ability to follow one's heart. The white buffalo is most special to Native Americans. It is revered as a sign of answered prayers, renewal, and grace. Eagle always symbolizes great spirit. Its feathers are sacred and have been used by medicine folks since time immemorial during healing ceremonies to gaze upon realms beyond mundane life, expand one's horizons, and establish a connection with the unseen world. The human animal is just one part of the endlessly circular motion of the big medicine wheel. He is not positioned above nature or any other creatures. It behooves man to remember his place in the medicine wheel. This card embodies all stages of learning in the visible and invisible worlds. It stands for physical and spiritual rebirth and for completion. Now, the wheel encourages you to leave behind your old lifestyle and embrace a new phase. Let go of your past. Thank it, bless it, but don't carry it around like so much dead weight. What is ready belongs to you will stay and always be available to you. But your past no longer exists. It is a mere memoir that must now give way to an infinitely more fulfilling present. If you wish, you can seize this great opportunity to wake up, to become more conscious, and begin a different life. So that is a huge card and its energies. It's very clearing. It's very cleansing kind of a card. And if there is anything that's still kind of stagnant, it's like asking you to calling you to cleanse energies away that are still lingering within you, but making way for the next grand new adventure for yourself, big picture way, and that the energies are right for that. It's like the right time to do that if you had been wondering or thinking about it. So it's a good time. That crystal is going to be fluorite. Fluorite energy with this card. So number 4 is Daughter of Earth. Which is like the Pentacles suit. You know, it's kind of like you have harvested a lot of things and you're kind of staying with it. And you're kind of observing it and maybe showing other people stuff that you've accomplished. And the invitation is kind of like, now what do we do with it? Daughter of Air is your inner Amazon now wants to find a clearly defined direction. She refuses to stay submissive. She insists on being fully herself, whatever it may cost. A profound longing for your own truth Your own inner truth demands your undivided attention. You are on your way to finding yourself. Self-liberation, freedom-loving spirit, awakening intuition, tuning into one's own inner power, sometimes confusion between thoughts and gut feelings. So I'm imagining that somebody's kind of becoming awakened. Maybe they're going through a transformational process and they're just learning about their abilities. Or they're really getting in tune with them already. Always stay grounded. That's like the number one thing always people talk about, is staying grounded to the earth when you're dealing with high vibrational energies that come through. Sometimes, like, I have to wear something super grounded. Sometimes I have things in my pockets. Sometimes I have to physically just like touch the earth or imagine myself in the earth. But everyone has an inner truth, and we're kind of always constantly discovering new things about our inner truth and acknowledging and seeing it, and then outwardly expressing it to others. Just also being aware of where you're at, who's around you, how much they can handle, what kind of environment you're in. That's can be hard to navigate, but the universe also is always supporting us in the best way when we're on a truth-seeking path. And this card's energy is going to be, this is ametrine, which is amethyst with a little bit of citrine in it, or just amethyst. So that will be that crystals card. So number 5. I keep putting my numbers up in case people are scrolling past all this so that people can see their number. So number 5 is the spiritual warrior. Number 7. So this card is telling me that they do hold things sacredly. It's almost caressing that animal bone head in a way that they know and understand what sacredness is and holiness is. But something needs to be unlocked or unleashed, maybe. I feel like the horse in this picture wants to like go and jump out and like get going, so the spiritual warrior relates to the chariot. All right. Yep. Seeking spiritual orientation, the search for your own truth, inner work, self-contemplation, power, self-actualization in the outer world. So this is going to be an inner message. Follow your intuition even though you're uncertain sometimes. Focus on what is truly important now. If you want to find your spiritual direction, you can't struggle with the parts of yourself. You can't struggle with parts of yourself. To find the whole truth, you neither torture your body nor numb your senses. The real spiritual warrior is peaceful within. He neither fights himself nor others. His ability to surrender to life and his growing faith in the power of the great mystery awakens as an understanding so profound that it makes him invincible. I can relate. I feel this card so much. It's like when you unlock great wisdom and you have to kind of not keep it a secret, but keep it hidden, to tune into people on their level. And choosing the moments for those powers within you. Kind of got lost there. It just said like the moments. It's almost like being super present in the moment, not anticipating the future or the past, or even comparing things in the future or the past. Being super present is what I keep feeling. And even right now, the energy right now is super, super present. Like, I'm not even getting anything. That's how present I am right now. The wisdom is also like when to hold back, when to not talk, when to talk, when to share the wisdom, how much to share. So I feel like that's going to be a good practice for whoever picked 5. It's just staying in that energies of high presence. And the crystal that's calling out to me is obsidian. And any of these crystals could be similar. So obsidian is black, so something black or absorbing or protecting. It could be like black tourmaline. I feel like this is also like a very introspective crystal. Kind of reveals stuff from inside. So that's that one. Last and final one, number 6. If you picked the number 6 card, you got the 4 of Water, Abundance, but it's upside down. My eyes keep being drawn to the moon in the background and the colors of the sky, more so than the water. But it kind of looks like water upside down. Like just that part. It kind of looks like the ocean with the shore. And the moon reflecting it. It's like a feeling of emptiness instead of abundance, stillness instead of flow, but calm. I'm feeling like a stillness of emotions. Fullness and abundance marked by a situation reaching its peak. In an important area of your life, the height of success has been reached. Now circumstances will change. This doesn't mean failure. Your momentary satisfaction already feels a little stale as you look ahead. This kind of gratification must be losing its grip on you. Outer reaches and success in business no longer provide the desired inner fulfillment. abundance, plenty, the temptations of luxury, wealth, fleeting gratification, and pending change. So it kind of feels like stale success, like success but stale, which is good, which is great. I mean, success in itself is just great. There's nothing, I don't feel like there's anything limiting, negative about this card. So it's time to look for other types of fulfillment than what you've been focusing on, because that's already settled down and that energy's already slowed down. So then it's kind of looking at the next thing, which could be another project of yours, or if you're had something on your mind that you wanted to pour a little more energy into, you can right now. It feels like it would be the correct time. But make sure that this is nurtured, the stillness, even if you feel like it's reached a level, like it always needs to be maintained with energy too. Kind of feels like if you've been focusing on career, business, money, wealth, that's not fulfilling you anymore. And there's other things. Well, I think I've already said that, but there's other things that could fulfill somebody. So it could be another passion. Maybe it's time for a relationship. Maybe it's time for a hobby. Physical health needs. Could be spiritual searching as well. Mental reading. Learning new things. So getting some type of fulfillment out of doing something else is what's needed there. And that crystal is gonna be, oh, okay, well, it looks like citrine. And I have like 2 little pieces up here right now. So there's 2 little pieces of citrine. Don't mind my cat hair. My cat's hair. So there we are. It was about a half-hour video that, I mean, it takes a bit of time to go through cards and energy and feeling through it and practicing for me. So I really am grateful for anyone who showed up and was watching this today. I think this is my first recorded live like this too. Me and my sister have done some tarot before live, and it's kind of fun, but this is more pre-recorded. So it's nice meeting you. Thank you for being here again. I look forward to making some more posts. Also, I invite you to message me if you want a reading. I'm not charging anything right now. Totally free. And be patient if I don't get back to you, because I do have a full-time job. So thanks again. Love you all.